more breaking news coming in. NCP power play that has hit top gear as NCP has now called for legislative party meet. Ajit Pawar's wife, Sunetra Pawar, may be chosen as the legislative party leader. Sunetra Pawar could well become the leader of all MLAs as the NCP, that is the Ajit Pawar faction, has called for a legislative party meeting. Tomorrow, Sunetra Pawar is likely to be elected as the leader of NCP Legislative Party. This could happen tomorrow. No decision has yet been taken on who the new NCP president will be. Several names that are doing the rounds, and the question is rife of who will be the president of the NCP Ajit Pawar faction. While there is an internal tussle, one faction that is rooting for Ajit Pawar's wife, Sunetra Pawar, to take over. And in the very latest that we are just getting in, it is confirmed now that the NCP Ajit Pawar faction has called for a legislative party meet. There is a very likely chance that Ajit Pawar's wife can be chosen as the legislative party leader. Sunetra Pawar may well become the leader of all MLAs. The NCP Ajit Pawar faction that has called for the legislative party meeting that in all likelihood is to happen tomorrow. If that happens, Sunetra Pawar is chosen, then she will be declared as the leader of all MLAs of the NCP Ajit Pawar faction. The internal tussle that is very much rife as we see one faction that is rooting for Sunetra Pawar. We also understand that several other names that are doing the rounds, from Praful Patel to Chhagan Bhujbal, who really could take over. But majority voices coming in for Sunetra Pawar. And to this very effect, we see this latest development that has just come in of how the NCP Ajit Pawar faction has called for the legislative party meet. Ajit Pawar's wife, Sunetra Pawar, could well be chosen as the legislative party leader. Who really can fill that void? It is a big one. The news of Ajit Pawar that came in as an utter shock to one and all. And while we saw the families unite, who had been set aside by political differences for years, we are now seeing how voices coming in for Sunetra Pawar, wife of Ajit Pawar, to take over in his place. And while several names have been doing the rounds of who really will come in place of Ajit Pawar, this is the latest development that has just come in. NCP has called for the legislative party meet. Very likely chance that Ajit Pawar's wife, Sunetra Pawar, may be chosen as the legislative party leader. Let me take this to my colleague Vidya, joining us on the broadcast. Vidya, take us through the details of the meeting that has been called tomorrow and what is likely to happen.
Well, basically, it's a legislative party meeting where all the MLAs will be getting together. The legislative party is likely to decide that Sunetra Pawar, the Rajya Sabha member and the wife of the late Ajit Pawar, will be leading the party in the Legislative Assembly, and that's one of the reasons why this entire meeting has been called. It's probably going to be more of a formal affair because most of the political leaders in the party of Ajit Pawar faction do want that Pawar should lead this entire party. And in fact, there are a lot of people saying that she should also become the Deputy Chief Minister in place of Ajit Pawar. However, at this juncture right now, what they are only deciding is that she should lead the party in the Legislative Assembly.
There are many thanks for getting us those details. Ajit Pawar is unfortunately no more. The NCP finds itself at a crossroads. Questions of leadership, unity and direction loom large. The power tussle in the party already seeming to be surfacing. NCP leaders, including party working president Praful Patel, held a meeting with Ajit Pawar's wife, Sunetra Pawar. Meanwhile, senior NCP leaders Praful Patel, Sunil Tatkare and Chhagan Bhujbal met with Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis to ensure the party maintains its grip on key cabinet positions that were held by Ajit Pawar. NCP is all set to submit a formal letter demanding that portfolios previously held by Ajit Pawar, including heavyweight portfolios like finance, state excise and sports, remain strictly with the NCP. Sources have told India Today that Sunetra Pawar is likely to contest from Ajit Pawar's bastion now, the vacant seat of Baramati. Sources say that there is a strong push to induct her as Maharashtra's Deputy Chief Minister as well. And NCP leaders are likely to meet Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis to have that discussion to propose this very idea. Further, Praful Patel is likely to take charge and lead the party going forward. NCP SP leader Eknath Khadse has now indicated of a possible merger as well with the Sharad Pawar faction of the NCP. Now, according to sources, Ajit Pawar had been discussing a merger with NCP SP since the municipal corporation elections. In fact, he had hinted at a reconciliation just days ago, and he said that these discussions were underway and were to take shape after the municipal corporation elections concluded.
कुछ विधायकों ने भी मेरे कान पे डाला कि
उनके एनसीपी एसपी के
हाँ नहीं उनके कि दादा सब हमें भी साथ लेके चलो, क्योंकि अभी ऐसा हुआ है कि अपोजिशन वाले विधायक रहते हैं तो उनको उनके कॉन्स्टिट्यूंसी में जो भी डेवलपमेंट करने के लिए मदद लगती है उतनी मदद नहीं होती जितनी रूलिंग पार्टी के विधायकों को होती है। पहले तो ऐसा नहीं था, अपोजिशन में रहने के बाद भी अपोजिशन का काम होता था, थोड़ा बहुत कम होता था। समझो रूलिंग पार्टी का 100% काम हुआ तो इनका 50% 40% ऐसा होता था, लेकिन अभी की सिचुएशन अलग हुई है।
देखिए, मर्जर की बातें तो कई दिन से चल रही थी और 3-4 महीने में इसकी बातें अजय दादा और सभी नेताओं के साथ हुई भी थी और उसमें करीब ये तय हो गया कि मर्जर करना है। मर्जर करने के पहले ये भी तय हुआ कि अभी जो लोकल बॉडी इलेक्शन हुए वो चल रहे हैं, ये लोकल बॉडी इलेक्शन में घड़ी से लेकर हम लोग लड़ेंगे, ऐसा तुतारी का कहना था, मतलब शरद पवार गुट का कहना था। दोनों का मिलना ऐसा कि घड़ी पे लड़ो भी। ऐसा भी हुआ था, शायद ऐसी चर्चा भी कि ये लोकल बॉडी इलेक्शन होने के बाद मर्जर की घोषणा हो जाए, पर अभी इतना ये होने के बाद अब क्या होता है पता नहीं है।
कल ही अजीत दादा की अंत्यविधि हुई और आज मुख्यमंत्री किसको बनाना, मंत्री किसको बनाना, ये वक्त नहीं है। थोड़ा वक्त जान दीजिए। माननीय शरद पवार साहब, सुनेत्रा भाभी और सभी पवार परिवार इकट्ठा बैठेगा, चर्चा करेगा और किस दिशा में आगे जाना है वो सोचेगा।
And there you see fast-paced developments that are taking place on the power tussle within the Ajit Pawar faction, who really will take over in Ajit Pawar's place. Now we see many supporters coming in as far as his wife Sunetra Pawar is concerned. For this very reason, the legislative party meet that has been called tomorrow, and a very likely chance that her name is chosen. Meanwhile, Praful Patel really showing the direction to the party in Ajit Pawar's factions and how the party will be strengthened. Meanwhile, there are also talks as far as the merger in certain constituencies is concerned, where the two factions had fought together. Now, how far will these merger talks really take shape is something that is also being very keenly watched. But when it comes to key portfolios that had been held by Ajit Pawar, and remember these are important portfolios, finance, sports, excise, all these portfolios that the Ajit Pawar faction of the NCP very keen that they remain in the NCP fold, and for that important discussions that are to take place. A meeting that had also taken place to this effect, where Praful Patel and Chhagan Bhujbal had also met with Devendra Fadnavis at his residence. And then again, how will the way pave forward as far as the Mahayuti is concerned and the Ajit Pawar faction of the NCP, the role that they will play? Bigwigs of the BJP will be in discussion as far as this particular aspect is concerned. Let me take this to my colleague Ritwik Bhalekar, now joining us live on the broadcast. Ritwik, important decisions to be taken as far as the future of the Ajit Pawar faction of the NCP are concerned. Who will lead the party? Who will take over in place of Ajit Pawar? Important decision making also in terms of the portfolios he's held. What more are you picking up? What's the latest? All right, not too sure if Ritwik Bhalekar is still connected with us. We'll try and cut across to him again, reconnect with him at a later point to understand the fast-paced developments that are underway as far as the power tussle is concerned. Remember, the situation is extremely fluid. This is a day after Ajit Pawar's funeral that was performed in his native village. And of course, important discussions in terms of the way forward for the Mahayuti, but most importantly, the Ajit Pawar faction of the NCP and what really will be its future.